Good day, grade 7. I am Ma'am Micaela Andrea R. De Jesus, and today we're going to discuss about reproduction. At the end of our discussion, you have to differentiate asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Second, you have to identify the advantages and disadvantages of asexual reproduction. And lastly, you have to enumerate the types of asexual reproduction. Before we proceed to our main discussion, let us have a recall about the human reproduction process. Always remember that humans have 46 chromosomes, and fertilization is the union of two gametes, which are the sperm from the father and egg cell from the mother. Zygote is the fused egg and sperm develops into a diploid individual. So in fertilization, two gametes are needed, the sperm from the father and the egg cell from the mother. Let us proceed now to the differences between asexual and sexual reproduction. There are different types of asexual reproduction. We have parthenogenesis, sporulation, budding, binary fission, regeneration, and vegetative propagation. Here are some examples of organisms that undergo asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. For asexual reproduction, we have unicellular organisms, hydras, and sweet potatoes. And one common example for sexual reproduction is human. Always remember, in asexual reproduction, it requires only one parent or single parent. On the other hand, when we say sexual reproduction, it requires two parents. Let us discuss now the advantages and disadvantages of sexual and asexual reproduction. First, advantages of sexual reproductions are high genetic variability, facilitates adaptation, and speeds up evolution. On the other hand, asexual reproduction, it saves energy, courtship is a non-issue, and greatest increase in fitness for each individual. In Tagalog, sexual reproduction, high genetic variability dahil dalawa yung kanyang magulang. So, dalawa yung pagmamanahan. Therefore, it speeds up evolution. On the other hand, asexual reproduction, it saves energy and walang courtship dahil single lang ang parent. Let us go now to the disadvantages. In sexual reproduction, it's energy costly. Courtship is time and resource consuming, and usually sacrifices the fitness of one sex to the other. On the other hand, asexual reproduction, it is low genetic variability, adaptation to environment is difficult, and retards evolution. Dahil nga ang sexual reproduction requires two parents, so kailangan ng mas maraming energy, and courtship is required. Sometimes nasa-sacrifice ang fitness ng isang parent because of the other parent. On the other hand, in asexual reproduction, it has low genetic variability dahil iisa lang yung kanyang parent. And the adaptation to environment is very difficult and retards evolution. Or wala na mangyaring evolution dahil isa lang ang kanyang pinanggalingan. When we say sexual reproduction, it is a process of producing offspring with two copies of each chromosomes by the process of fertilization, which is the union of two cells that each have one copy of each chromosomes. So these cells are the egg cell and sperm cell. On the other hand, asexual reproduction results in a clone of the parent, meaning the offspring have identical DNA as the parent. In Tagalog, parehong-pareho yung magiging anak doon sa kanyang magulang dahil iisa lang ang kanyang pinagmulan. So let us compare now the sexual and asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction occurs when a female gamete or the sex cell unites with a male gamete. The offspring is a genetic recombination of the mother and the father. Or in Tagalog, pinagsamang cells ng nanay at tatay. When we say gametes, these are the humans reproduced through a process called sexual reproduction. The offspring of the sexual reproduction are genetically unique, because half of their genetic material, which is the DNA or the deoxyribonucleic acid, comes from each parent. So each parent produces gametes or the sex cells. The male gametes are called sperm cell, while the female gametes are called egg cells. In sexual reproduction, half of the offspring's chromosomes come from its mother and the other half from its father. This ensures that the offspring are genetically different from their parents and even their siblings. Ito yung dahilan bakit merong mga magkakapatid na hindi magkakamukhang magkakamuka. At ito rin yung dahilan bakit ang mga anak ay minsan hindi naman kamukhang kamukha ng nanay or hindi kamukhang kamukha ng tatay. But there are also times na kahawig sila ng nanay nila physically or kahawig sila ng tatay nila physically. At meron ding mga magkakapatid na magkamukhang magkamuka. Example ay yung mga identical twins o yung tinatawag nating mga kambal. Pero hindi ibig sabihin na porkit kamukha lang tayo ng nanay natin o ng tatay natin, ay doon lang galing yung ating chromosomes. There are lots of chromosomes in our body. Let us proceed now to the advantages of sexual reproduction. The main advantage of sexual reproduction is that offspring inherit half their DNA from each parent. Meaning, kalahati ay namana natin sa nanay at kalahati ay namana natin sa tatay. Offspring are not likely to inherit the same DNA from the same parents. And different DNA means that each offspring has a different set of traits. This results in a genetic variation among the offspring. Ito yung dahilan bakit may mga magkakapatid na hindi naman parehong-pareho ang kanilang mga physical appearance and other traits. When we say genetic variation, it occurs in all organisms that reproduce sexually. Pag sinabing variation, pagkakaiba-iba. So due to genetic variation, individuals within a population have slight differences. So ito yung dahilan bakit magkakaiba or unique ang bawat isa sa atin. Differences might be an advantage if the environment changes. Some individuals might have traits that enable them to survive unusually harsh conditions such as drought or severe cold. Other individuals might have traits that make them resistant to disease. So, ibig sabihin, yung pagkakaiba-iba natin ay may magandang dahilan. Example, merong mga tao na kayang mag-survive sa mga drought. Yung iba naman, kaya nila mag-survive kapag sobrang lamig. Meron naman iba ay resistant to disease or hindi sila basta-basta tinatamaan ng sakit. Meron din namang mga tao na madaling kapitan ng sakit. Selective breeding has been used to develop many types of plants and animals with desirable traits. So it is another example of benefits of sexual reproductions. Ibig sabihin, pinipili natin yung ibibreed natin. Example, ito yung mga nangyayari sa mga nagbibreed ng hayop. For example, nagbibreed sila ng mga Shih Tzu. So pinipili nila na Shih Tzu ay ipapartner sa kapwa Shih Tzu. Let us go now to the disadvantages of sexual reproduction. Although sexual reproduction produces more genetic variation, it does have some disadvantages. Sexual reproduction takes time and energy, and organisms have to grow and develop until they are mature enough to produce sex cells. Then, the organism have to form sex cells, either eggs or sperm. So, hindi basta-basta dumadami ang mga organism na nag-undergo ng sexual reproduction. So, they have to wait to grow and to develop their body in order to produce sex cells. Kaya may tamang panahon para mag-reproduce ang isang organism. Before they can reproduce, organisms usually have to find mates. So, hindi basta-basta pwedeng magkaanak ang isang organism sexually nang wala namang kapartner. Next is searching for a mate can take a long time and requires energy. For example, sa tao. So, una, maghahanap ka muna ng partner. And next, kung ikaw ay lalaki, liligawan mo muna siya. Pag sinagot ka na, magiging mag-boyfriend, mag-girlfriend, hanggang sa dumating ang time na pwede na magpakasal at after ng kasal, tsaka pa lang pwedeng magkaroon ng anak or mag-reproduce. Next is the search for a mate might also expose individuals to predators, diseases, or harsh environmental conditions. In addition, sexual reproduction is limited by certain factors. For example, sa mga animals. So, may mga animals na nagpapatayan yung mga male animals para doon sa isang female animal. Fertilization cannot take place during pregnancy, which can last as long as 2 years in some mammals. So, in human, 9 months. But in other animals or in other organisms, it takes a long time. Reminder grade 7, we're not discussing reproduction in order for you to reproduce. So, hindi pa ito ang panahon para kayo ay mag-reproduce. And always remember, the only 100% effective way to prevent teen pregnancy is for teenagers not to have sex. Antayin ang tamang panahon para sa ganitong pagkakataon. So, commercial, paano maiiwasan ang teenage pregnancy? First, makinig tayo sa payo ng magulang. Tamang kaunawaan sa usaping moralidad at sexualidad. Tamang kaunawaan sa reproductive health program ng pamahalaan. Ituon ang oras sa pag-aaral. Iwasan ang maagang pakikipagrelasyon or pagbo-boyfriend and girlfriend. Iwasan ang panonood sa internet ng mga may temang sex at makilahok sa aktibidad sa komunidad.